market. However, there is every reason to do financial planning as the economic slowdown will be far deeper and longer in comparison to 2000. We are eminent personality, Mrs. Savita Bodke, ma'am, who, with her vast knowledge and expertise in financial market, will share her insight on financial planning. I would like to place my sincere gratitude to our Honorable Chairman, Mr. Abdul Salam Rawal sir, and trustees for their continuous support and encouragement in organizing such academic endeavor. I am profusely elated to take an opportunity to welcome our principal, ma'am, Mrs. Arjuman Rawal, who doesn't need any formal introduction. She is well known as an educationist, social worker, and a philanthropist. She is the society. Last but not the least, I heartily welcome all the faculty members of various colleges across the country, professionals, people from industries, our ex-students, and students of different college for being the part of this webinar. I now request our principal, ma'am, to inspire the participants with her kind and motivating words. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Farah.
Yeah, ma'am.
Very good evening. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, and a very good afternoon to one and all.
Good afternoon,
I extend a warm welcome to all the participants, to our resource person today for this webinar organized by Darul Rahmat Trust, AE Kalsekar Degree College. The Darul Rahmat Trust has been is a registered trust for the last 35 years. It has been doing commendable job in the field of education and upliftment of the society for the last 35 years. So, and AE Kalsekar Degree College is an extension of the educational institutions which are run by this, completing 20 years of our college existence. Our college is NAAC accredited with B++ ISO certified. UGC accreditation is there for so many courses. We are going to start courses along with them. And we also are permanently affiliated to University of Mumbai. We have nearly 18 batches that have passed out from our institution. Regular courses of arts, commerce, and science, along with self-finance courses, and a number of short-term courses are conducted by this institution. A very beautiful campus in the vicinity, and this has been the first degree. We have an excellent infrastructure along with qualified faculty members, and have an a very good academic record of our institution. So also we have been hosting a number of activities. We have international conferences that we host. At the same time, cultural events and other events, intercollegiate events, are conducted regularly by our institution. So on behalf of our institution, I welcome one and all for this webinar. I am extremely thankful to Professor Savita Bodke to be the resource person today for this important topic, which is financial planning for all. In these times of pandemic, and more than the pandemic, the lockdown, and we have heard comments from people, that the financial crisis is more difficult to manage than the pandemic. What better thing than having financial planning during these trying times? Because even though there may be a number of difficulties that people may be facing during this phase, at the same time, therein lies the opportunity for tomorrow. Okay, so every time we see that whenever there is a downward swing, then you cannot go deeper, you have to go upwards. Planning. So financial planning is a very important topic for each one of all. It's not only for the academicians, but for every person, every individual, it is required. And I hope that Professor Savita Bodke gives good input to each one of us today. So welcome to. Okay, carry on, Miss. Thank you very much. Hello. Hello.
Yes, hello. Am I audible?
Yeah. Yes.
Before starting with the session, I would like to introduce the speaker. Good afternoon and Assalamu alaikum to all the participants. The empowered woman is powerful beyond measures and beautiful beyond description. It is my pleasure to introduce the eminent speaker of the day, Professor Savita Bodke. To begin with her educational qualification, she has done MMS in Finance, MCOM in Accountancy, MA in Economics, DFM, DBM, DTM, DDF, GDC and A, CPCM, NCFM, NISM, having expertise knowledge in financial planning, capital market, investor education, and financial literacy. She is having professional experience of 10 years in investment advisory and financial planning. She also has teaching experience of 8 years in MMS Finance, Executive MBA in Finance, MFMCA, ICWAI, BMS. She has been associated with esteemed institutions like MET Institute of Management, Narsi Munji Institute of Management Studies, ITM Business School, Amity University, Institute of Cost Accountants of India, DY Patil University. She has authored around 28 books on financial and capital market. She has also been a guest speaker as well, delivered several sessions at various universities and institutions across India. Yes, it is rightly said that most beautiful beyond description. With these few words, let me invite the speaker of the day, Professor Savita Bodke. Hello? Hello?
Yes, miss, she's coming.
Savita ma'am?
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. So today
Yeah.
we are, first of all, thanks a lot to the management, to the principal ma'am and the remaining faculties of the Kalsikar College who has helped me a lot to come up over here live today. Last time we have faced so much of technical problems just because of the heavy rains. We were not able to come online, but today we are over here and we are going to discuss in detail about the financial planning. And welcome to all of you that today we are having such type of experience here. All the participants are on the Zoom platform and remaining participants are waiting on YouTube platform for us. So we are going to start today for the financial planning. First of all, I'll start why this financial planning is very important. Guys, money is most important thing in everyone's life. And why we are scheduling this session of financial planning for all during this time period of pandemic? Because whenever the situation was really normal, no one was that much serious regarding the financial planning. But now you can see that there are so many people, they are facing so much of financial problems. What is the reason behind that? Whether the pandemic is the important reason or the worst financial planning? Pandemic is one of the reason. Yes, the pandemic has affected all of us in a direct way or indirect way. Maybe majority of the people, those who are from the hospitality sector or the entertainment sector, they are not having the employment opportunities right now just because of the pandemic. And those who are into the another sector, they are also facing so many problems just because of this. But always remember that if you are very good in the financial planning, no situation, whether the next pandemic or the current situation, it is not going to affect that much worsely. So I'm going to start with my presentation over here for the financial planning for all. This session I have designed for all, for the faculties, for the students, for the parents, and whoever is interested in the financial planning. So now today we are going to start with our topic. So can you please allow me to share the screen from my laptop? करके। We are facing a few of the technical problems over here. But anyways, without presentation, I'll start over here. So meanwhile, in the back end, they will take care of this, that I'll be able to share the screen after some time. Okay. So please remember that what is the meaning of your financial planning? Money is very important and you have to plan that in the very efficient manner. So what is the basically financial planning? It is one process. Always we are having different type of dreams in a life. For example, someone wants to purchase the home, someone wants to purchase the car, maybe someone wants to purchase iPhone. Okay. So every goal in our life is related with the finance indirectly. If I'm planning for the world tour, yes, definitely it is not possible in the current pandemic, but maybe after the some days, if you're planning for the world tour, then also money is required over there. So what is basically your financial planning? A financial planning is a process to meet your every goal in a life. Okay. Suppose you want to purchase a jewelry. Usually the ladies, the girls are so much keen on the jewelry. Okay, they want the jewelry. So every individual is having the different type of goal. Maybe someone wants to purchase their own commercial premises. For that also you require money. So for that we always require a financial planning. But whenever we are talking about something planning, okay, so planning is nothing but you have to design everything in the specific manner. Okay. So in this session, we are going to discuss that how we have to set our different goals over here. Just give me 2 minutes. Now I'm able to share my screen here. Yes, thank you so much, sir. Okay, so I'll start sharing my screen and okay. So this is a topic of financial planning for all. Okay. So now on a screen, you can see the richest man in the world, Warren Buffett. Everyone knows him. Okay. He is a person who is an idol for everyone. Everyone wants to be the rich like a Warren Buffett. Okay. But what is the secret behind that? Financial planning. Always remember that financial planning cannot be done within the one day. If I have decided right now that I want to be the rich, so within a one day, it is not possible. It is a continuous process. Warren Buffett is very famous for his investment. Now, guys, I'm using a word of investment. Okay. So what is an investment? Investment means you should have a sound knowledge regarding different investment avenues where you're going to put your money. Then you should give some sort of the time period over there. The miracle is not going to happen within the 1 second. Okay, you have to spend little bit time on that. You have to be very specific about your goals. Then whatever the dreams you have seen, that can really become the reality. Okay, and becoming a millionaire is not difficult at all. Only what you require a dedicated financial plan. So now I'm going to start with the financial planning over here. Now on the screen, you can see that I have put up the so many things over here. Okay, so financial planning is a combination of all. We are going to discuss regarding the real estate. We are going to discuss regarding the insurance. We are going to discuss regarding the tax components also. And the most importantly, that is your retirement planning. Okay. So already we have discussed regarding the financial planning process. Whatever is your goals, you can definitely achieve that. But for that, you require a plan, that is your financial planning. You have to plan each and everything to meet your dream or the goals in a life. Maybe someone is having a goal to get married. In an Indian society, yes, even for the marriage also, we have to spend the amount in a lakhs. Okay. So whenever you are even deciding for your marriage, to setting up in your life, to settle in a life, you have to think for this financial planning. If you are planning for the baby, then also you require the money. Yes. If you want to send your child to the good school, you want to provide them the good educational facilities. Yes, the financial planning is most important over here. So you have to plan for each and everything in advance. You're not going to wake up tomorrow and that is like that, okay, I got 1 million rupees. No, but for that, initially, you have to decide that from where you have to start. So please remember that financial planning is a continuous process. You have to give the time for this process. But how this process is going to start, if we are discussing about this process, always remember that you have to first set your financial goals. Then what can be your financial goal? If you have decided that I want to purchase a car, I want to purchase a home, I want to settle, I want to get married after the 6 month, I want to get married after the 9 months or the 1 year. Okay. So that will be your goal of life. But that goal of life is associated with your finance. So always remember that whatever the goals you are having in a life, please note down that on the piece of paper. Buy one notebook or take out one A4 size paper and just list down that what you want to do. Then after that, you have to specify in front of that particular goal that when you want to complete that. Suppose you want to purchase your own car or the bike, or maybe for the student, buying the bicycle also can be the goal, or you want to purchase any laptop or the iPhone. Just you have to note down on that paper that I want to purchase the laptop. When you want that laptop, after the 6 month, after 9 month, after 1 year, whatever is the time duration decided by you, you have to note down that. Then in front of that, you have to note down always the cost. Suppose I want to purchase the iPhone. If the cost is 90,000 rupees, you have to note down in front of that iPhone 6 month 90,000 rupees. Okay. So always remember that on the screen you can see that I have written over there setting the financial goals. So you have to note down each and every dream of your life on the piece of paper. That is the first step. Now the second step is gathering the relevant information. Always remember that you have to gather the relevant information. Now what is this relevant information? The relevant information can be the inflation, can be the economic situation, even what are the different factors are going to affect on your economic position. That also you have to just note down, or you have to just keep that in a mind. Now the next step is you have to analyze all the data. Suppose if I am thinking to purchase a car, okay, so whether this is the right time to purchase or any other particular time when I can purchase that car, maybe during the festival season, if I'm going to get the heavy discount. So I have to note down, or I have to modify my financial plan little bit, or that time duration. So you have to analyze all that data. Always remember that after that you have to prepare your financial plan. And always remember that in case of your financial matters, never ever be rigid. You have to be little bit flexible. Means, suppose if the economic situation is going to change out, you have to exit from the particular investment and you have to enter in a particular investment. How we can do that? That I'm going to show you with the help of the live example after the 15 or 20 minutes. Okay. So now we will move on to the next topic. Just give me 2 minutes. Now the most important is purpose. Always remember that you have to be very clear about your goal or your purpose. If you have noted down that particular goal or the purpose, you have to be very clear that when you have to achieve that. And as per the economic situation, always you have to modify that particular thing. Now the next important is your financial plan. Always remember that planning is most important. Planning is the key to achieve your each and every goal in a life. Without planning, if you are not going to do any planning, and without planning, if you are aiming to achieve something, it is very difficult in a life to achieve that. So always remember that you should be very good in your planning. Means if you have decided that every month I have to deposit 500 rupees in the bank RD, then you must deposit that. So always remember that your financial planning is very important in all the situation. You have to make a plan always. Without planning, if you're thinking to achieve something, that is going to be very difficult. Now the most important thing is that always you have to start this financial planning at very early age. Why at a very early age? Because yes, I'll do it that. Okay, you have to always start your financial planning at very early age. That is most important thing that I'm going to show you with the help of the real example over here. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll share my screen and you will be able to see that why we are discussing this. Okay, always remember that you have to start investing as early as possible. Now I have opened up one calculator which you are able to see on your screen. Okay, if you will search this on the Google, that will be easily available for you. Okay, so here you can see that they have given you one calculator over here. Always, whatever is your financial goal, you have to be very clear. As we have discussed earlier, that you have to always note it down the amount which you want in particular future. Okay, now here I'm just going to move the cursor and you can see it that now we are having 5 lakhs rupees. It is a very nominal amount nowadays. We are a part of Mumbai. If you want to purchase any flat, okay, so the amount is in crores. So what I'll do, I'll drag this to the 1 crore, 1.5 crores. Okay, in that 1.5 crores, at least we can get something in Mumbai if you want to purchase a real estate. Okay, now here on the screen, I'm just moving my cursor and you can see that the number of years, that is the 20 years, you can see. Now the expected of return, that is your expected return, how much return you can expecting from the particular investment. And the right hand side, you can see the monthly SIP amount. Okay, I'm just going to now increase this time duration. Okay, and you can see that the monthly SIP amount has been reduced a lot. Okay, when we visited this page, we were on the 15 years, I guess. Okay, sorry, that was somewhere around 20 years. Okay, the monthly SIP amount was 15,737. And now, if I'm increasing the time period, my monthly SIP amount is only 4,454. Okay, that we have seen. Plus, I'm going to show you one more PDF also. Just give me 2 seconds. Okay, here also you can see something on your screen. This I'm going to explain you in detail what is this. Here they have written the age of entry, means if the person is of the 18 years old and he's making the monthly investment to get the amount of rupees 1000 after the retirement. Okay, this is a retirement plan uh, over here introduced by the government. Okay, if you are going to start early, this I'm going to explain you in detail after 5 minutes, but just I'm moving the cursor and you can see one thing over here. For the 18 years, it is 42. And for the 39 years old, that is 264. Okay. If I'll compare this, 42 rupees is a very nominal amount. Okay. Means if anyone is going to start the investment in this particular plan, so you have to invest only the 42 rupees. But if you will be late, you have to spend the maximum amount over here. Okay, so guys, always remember that you have to always start as early as possible. If you are the student and you are getting a pocket money, then also you have to save something for your future. That is most important. Okay, and one more thing I'm going to show you right now on your screen. Here you can see that. Now again, here they have given you step 1. Okay, I want to invest. Now I have kept the amount of rupees 500 only. For the working people, 500 rupees on the monthly basis is not a big deal. But if any student is watching right now my lecture, maybe for them this 500 rupees is also a big amount. Okay, so now this is the 500 rupees. Now the second step they have given you that I want to invest for. Okay, always remember that if you are going to invest at the earlier age, you will have the more span of the investment. Okay, on the screen you can see over here the amount. Maybe this amount is not visible for you, but here you can see that 3.31 lakhs. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll move this cursor. Okay, earlier it was the 7 years, now I have make it 10 years. You can see that on your screen. And now the amount has increased. What they have given you that your investment can grow up to 4.29 lakhs. Okay, what we think that yaar 500 rupiya hi hai na, this 500 rupees is a very small amount for few people, but that for 500 rupees can generate an investment of 4.29 lakhs in the 10 years, just a 500 rupees, guys. And now I'm going to increase this time duration. I'll just make it to the 30 years. Okay, so now in case of the 30 years, you can see that 7.5 lakhs. Okay, so always remember that. Maybe sometimes what I have noticed that during my career, many people think that, yeah, I'll do the investment, I'm not having that much of money to invest right now. Guys, always remember one thing. If you are having 100 rupees, yes, you can start the investment. If you are having 500 rupees, yes, you can start the investment. But start investing, start saving your money at the earlier age. That is going to give you a so much of bright future. Yes, because being a financially independent is most important nowadays, whether that is the girl or the boy. You should be financially independent. Now what I'll do, this 500 rupees I'll slightly increase over here. Okay, and I'll just, you can see that. Okay, if you are investing only 2000 rupees, only 2000 rupees, again this 2000 rupees is also not a big deal for the someone who is earning a salary of 25,000 or the 30,000. Okay, this 2000 rupees, and see this 30 lakhs, 30.01 lakhs. And if I'll increase this slightly, 10,000 rupees, what has become 2.25 crores. Okay, sorry, that was the 15,000. This is the 5,000, and you can see that 75 lakhs. So always remember that whether you are going to start with the higher amount or the less amount, guys, please start as early as possible. That will always give you lots of benefits in the life. If you feel that no, I'm not having that much of amount, whatever the amount you are having, those who are the students, those who are watching this session, guys, you can even keep 100 rupees in your FD. You can start your SIP with a 500 rupees. Okay, so if your parents are giving you the pocket money, don't spend entire amount on your friends. try to save something at least on a monthly basis. Cultivate the saving habits, because that habits are going to give you a luxurious future. Okay, so now again I'll go back to the same PPT. Okay, so you have to always start early. Maybe today, if you have decided that you have to start investing, go for it. Whatever the investment avenues you are aware of it, you have to start with this. Now the next thing is managing the personal finances. That is the most important thing, because whatever I have noticed in my generation, everyone is a highly qualified, we are getting the biggest package, but the only biggest problem is that we are not able to manage our own finances. Maybe someone is working in a bank as a manager, they are also not able to handle their own finances efficiently. Why all this happens? This happens only just because of the lack of discipline. We are not having discipline. What happens with our generation? You have completed your MBA, you will get the big fat salary job at the entry level at the age of 23 or 22. You are not that much matured. You are getting credit card at your doorstep. Whenever you are opening your salaries account, complimentary, you are getting the credit card. So I'll suggest you guys, if you're using the credit card, stop using your credit card. Go for the debit card only. Okay. What happens with the credit card? You're not having money, but you start ready to spend that money. What the usual youngsters thinks for the credit card? Yeah, definitely I'm not having money right now, but salary will come after some days and I'll repay that amount. Okay. So always remember that if you are using the credit card, please use that whenever it is most important. Okay. And whenever you are purchasing something, again, that problem with the youngsters, with our generation, is that if we are able to see any sale, particularly the girls, due to the pandemic right now, we are not having any monsoon sale, but this is the June, July, that is the month of the monsoon sale. Okay. So the girls are ready to spend the amount on the fashion, on the handsets, etc. Okay, so please keep that in the discipline manner. That is most important. Okay, so please remember that whatever is your age, maybe you are of the 16, maybe you are of the 25, maybe you are of the age of the 35, please start right now. Don't delay your investments for the tomorrow. Okay, so that is most important. Now the most important thing, that is retirement planning. Now that is most important thing is your retirement planning. Always remember that the moment you are going to start earning, you have to first think for your retirement. Why? What's the reason for this? Please remember that our generation is not having any pension plan. Okay, we are not having anything called as the pension, but we are having so much of lifespan because the medical facilities are so much advanced that we are going to live up to the age of the 100 also. Yes, in this pandemic also, I'm so much optimistic and I'm thinking that it is not going to affect to us that much. Okay, so always remember that. Just give me 2 minutes. Something wrong is with my screen over here. Okay. Oh. So lifespan is so much in the current situation. So we have to always plan for our retirement. Now for that also, I'm just going to share the screen. I'm just going to share the one of the important government plan. Okay. This you have earlier seen on your screen. Yes. Now you are able to see this. Okay. retirement. Always you have to plan for your retirement, because we are having a higher lifespan. We can live up to the age of the 100, and we are financially independent. Okay, so after retirement, if you will not have any regular flow in our hand, we will become financially dependent upon the someone, and we have spent our entire life in the very luxurious manner. We are having our self respect. Okay, to maintain our self respect even after the retirement also, what is most important, we have to be financially secured even after our retirement also. So for that, the government has introduced a very nice scheme over here. If you don't want to go for the any banking options or any insurance options, this scheme is for you guys. That is Atal Pension Yojana. Okay, where you can find out this details on the Google. You just search for the NSDL and you will able to get all the details over here. Okay, as we have discussed earlier, that start early. If you will start early, you have to contribute the less amount of money. Here on the screen, you can see that if you want the 5,000 rupees, then you have to pay only 210 rupees on the monthly basis if you are the 18 years old, and if you are slightly older. So at the age of 39, if you are going to contribute the amount for this particular scheme, you have to invest a higher amount, that 1,318. Okay, so again, please remember that for the retirement planning also, start as early as possible. It's not mandatory that you have to invest only in this investment avenue. You are having so many investment avenue, like you can invest in the mutual fund, you can invest in the shares, you can invest in the bank FD also. All the investment avenues are open for you. Now the next important thing is estate planning. We are the Indians and we are very strong in the family culture. Okay, so always we believe that I have accumulated this much of wealth, this I have to pass on to the next generation, and the estate plays a very important role in that. A real estate, we those who are from the metropolitan cities like the Mumbai, Delhi, we are already aware that to purchase one flat we have to spend the crores of rupees. Nothing is easily available in the Mumbai, because we are having very limited land in the Mumbai, so land resources is very scarce. And even for the 1 BHK flat in a good locality, if we will go, we have to spend 4 to 5 crore rupees, okay, for the 1 BHK flat. So the estate planning is also very important. You have to list down all your goals, how much, which flat you want to buy, when you have to buy it, and how you can generate the money for that. Now here I want to discuss about the another thing also related with the estate planning. Many people purchase the another flat as an investment also. So whether that is the good decision or not, if you are purchasing your flat as an investment, always do in detail research. Please purchase the flat in such type of locality where you can give that flat on the rent, because rent will generate a regular flow of income for you. Okay, and if you are going to purchase a flat or any real estate for your own occupancy, you want to stay in that, so you will get a tax benefit. So always remember that don't purchase your investment flat in such type of locality where you can't give that flat on the rent. So that only you have to taken care whenever you are dealing with the estate planning. Now the next important is your financial position. Always you should be very clear about your current financial position. Means you have to list down that where you are currently and where you want to go. Okay, suppose right now maybe you are having only 10,000 rupees in your bank account. Okay, you have to list down that yes, I am having 10,000 rupees right now in my bank account, but I want the 10 crore rupees. You have to be very clear for your current financial position, because your current financial position is going to guide you for your future financial position, and the discipline is again most important. Now the next one is adequate protection. whenever we are talking about the protection is nothing but your insurance. Now, many times what I have noticed in many books, they have written that insurance is an investment. So please be very clear, insurance is not an investment. Yes, those who have studied the finance in a detail, they will always tell you that insurance is not an investment. In an insurance, you're transferring your risk to the any other party. Now, what is the risk? Risk is the chances of loss. Suppose I am running one factory that is near to the river and it is having a risk that just because of the flood, my factory can become the damage. So I'll go for the flood insurance, or a normal individuals are taking the life insurance. Okay. So what we are doing, we are not growing our amount. What we are just transferring our risk to the another parties. So insurance is not an investment, but that is a transfer of risk to any other party. But you have to provide the adequate protection to your all the property, whatever the assets you are having. You have to take the adequate life insurance also. Vehicle insurance is mandatory in India. Okay, so you have to ensure your all the assets. That is most important. Now the next most important is the tax planning. This year they extended the financial year till the 30 June, and we are having enough time for the return filing just because of this COVID-19. So tax planning, always you have to think for your tax planning also. Wherever you can get the exemptions, please invest your money there only, because this tax planning will help you to save your tax. Now the next most important thing is the investment planning. I'm going to discuss much more about this investment planning. Now please understand that what is the investment. Here on the screen you can see that how the plant is growing. Okay, investment planning is a steady but the continuous process. Investment planning is not going to happen within the one day. You have to keep the patience. You have to wait for the certain number of years. Then definitely your wealth is going to grow. Okay. So what are the investment avenues? Just give me 2 minutes and I'll start discussing with that. But before that, always remember that please follow this standard rule in a life. 50 is to 30 is to 20. What this rule is all about. I'll just take a very simple example. Suppose if someone is earning only 10,000 rupees, okay, 10,000 rupees is the monthly salary, then the 50% of this you have to spend on all your basic necessities. Means purchasing of your grocery, all the necessities we are having, we have to spend only 50%, that is the 5,000 rupees from your salary. The 30% of your amount you have to spend on your hobbies, on luxuries, because yes, that is also mandatory, because we are the human being, we like certain things. If someone is crazy behind the fashion, yes, definitely you can purchase branded clothes and branded handsets, whatever you want to purchase, but just spend 30% of your entire salary, not more than that. You have to be very clear for that. And 20% on the monthly basis you have to save. So always remember that whenever you're going to start your financial planning, 20% of your salary mandatorily you have to save on the monthly basis. Whatever is the situation, maybe in some situation you won't be able to save the 20%, but whenever the situation will be favorable for you, please remember that you have to follow this rule if you really want to be the wealthy. Now there are the various investment options. Now I'm going to discuss in detail about that. So what are the investment options? We are having, traditionally we are aware regarding the bank FD. Okay, that is the fixed deposit. एक time duration होता है, and for that we can keep our money. But in which banks we have to keep all this money? So for that, we are again going to the website of the bank. Okay, in India we are having different type of the banks. One is a nationalized bank, another is a private sector bank, and another is a cooperative bank. Where to keep the money? the first, I have opened a site of Nationalized Bank. This is the website of the Punjab National Bank. I'm just going to show you this simple thing here. I'm highlighting something. This is the FD interest rate given by the Nationalized Bank. 1 year I have highlighted, that is 5.25. Okay, quickly I'll go to the next one, that is Axis Bank. This is the private sector bank. And please pay attention on this interest rate, that is 5.45. Okay, this is the private sector bank. Now the next one is, I have taken an example of cooperative bank. Okay, and here again I have highlighted this interest rate for the this is the interest rate for the 1 year. I have highlighted it, and it is the 6%. Okay, again quickly I'll go back to the same thing. See, this was the Punjab National Bank. For the 1 year they were giving 5.25. Axis Bank was 5.45. This is the private sector bank. And the cooperative bank, that is Abhyudaya Bank, I have selected this, and they are giving the 6% of the interest rate. Now those who are interested in keeping their money only in the bank FD, what you have to do, divide your money. Okay, never ever keep the entire money in the one bank only. Whatever is the largest amount you are having, let's take a very simple example of 10 lakh rupees, because calculation will be very easy in that situation. Okay, 10 lakh rupees suppose you are having, keep the 5 lakh rupees in the government bank. Why? Because that is totally safe. Okay, so we have to think for the safety also. Keep a 5 lakh rupees in the government bank. Yes, they are giving the less interest rate over here, but you are having safety. Okay, now keep at least 3 lakh rupees or 2.5 lakh rupees in the private sector bank, because the interest rate is slightly higher, and the remaining money you can deposit in your cooperative bank. Now again, this year we got the new rule that whatever, whether that is the cooperative bank, private sector bank, or the government bank, your FDs worth rupees 5 lakhs are totally secured. Means, suppose if any particular bank tomorrow will declared as a bankrupt, you can recover your 5 lakhs rupees. Okay, so those who are much more comfortable with the FDs, please remember that don't keep your entire amount in one bank. Divide it, keep the sum amount of money. That sum amount is maximum 5 lakhs rupees. Okay, maximum 5 lakh rupees you can keep in this cooperative banks, because you can generate the higher interest rate over there. Okay, this we have discussed about the bank FDs. Now the next one, I'll discuss quickly about the mutual funds. Okay, but before that, I want to show you the website of National Stock Exchange over here. See on your screen, I'll just refresh this. So you will be able to see the National Stock Exchange, the share market. Everyone talks about the share markets. In Mumbai, so lots of people, the MBAs, the MBA finance like us, they're much more crazy behind the stock market only. We get up early in the morning and we just check out this data only. That is our life. So just give me 2 minutes on the screen. This graph is not loading. Okay. Yes, now you can see this graph of National Stock Exchange. Okay, so basically I'll just explain you over here. Today I am moving the cursor over here. This is the Nifty 50 and you can see that this is in green. So what is the meaning that green means? Today people has the performance of this Nifty is good as compared to the previous day. It has increases. In a green means the positive, in a red it means that it is not good for the particular day or the downfall. The green indicates the upward trend. Now I want to show you something very interesting over here on your screen. This is the live data. So if you're on a laptop or on your cell phone, you can check out this. The same prices will reflect in front of you. Here you can see Wipro, you can see the LTP. LTP stands for the last traded price, means the purchase price or the sale price. But just check out this on the screen. You can see that it is 16 point, how much it is? It is 16 point. give me 2 minutes. It's 16.89. Okay. Now we have seen the interest rate given by the bank to generate the 5.45, to generate the return of 6%. We have to keep our money for the entire 1 year. 1 year is a 365 days, and the return given by the stock of Wipro or simply by the NSE investment in a 1 day is 16.89% in a 1 day. And your markets are not open even for the entire day. The market for the general people like us open at 9:15 and it closes at 3:30. Okay. So the time duration is very less. That is not even a complete 24 hours. Okay. So within that, the people had generated earning of 16.89%. This is the reason that why everyone is thinking about the stock market investment. Now, after that, I'll discuss about the mutual fund. Everyone is nowadays aware about the mutual fund. Okay. If you want to invest directly in a market, what is most important? You should have the knowledge, because if you will not have a knowledge, then the stock market are having the losers also. You can even lose your entire amount also. Okay. So if you are not having that much of knowledge, but you want the benefit of that much of capital appreciation, so you are having another investment avenue, that is mutual fund. So whenever you are thinking for the investment, think even for the mutual fund also. And in a mutual fund, if you want to invest, there are the various ways to invest in a mutual fund. That is investment with the help of SIP. SIP is exactly like your recurring deposit. In a recurring deposit, what you are doing, you are putting the small amount of money on the monthly basis. So in a SIP also, you are going to deposit a small amount of money on the monthly basis. So that is your SIP. Now the senior people, those who are attending my this session, after your retirement, whenever you are going to get a large amount of money, again you can put that in your mutual fund. But for that, please remember that select one scheme that is called as systematic transfer plan. Please remember that systematic transfer plan. So what is this systematic transfer plan? In the systematic transfer plan, suppose you got after your retirement 50 lakhs rupees. What they will do? They will put entire 50 lakhs rupees in the liquid fund that will be totally secure, and the remaining amount on the monthly basis, they are going to transfer to your equity mutual funds or your balanced mutual funds. Now, the one more important thing, if you're investing in a mutual fund and if you're not ready to take that much of risk, what you have to do? You have to always go for the balanced mutual fund, because the balanced mutual fund are best for the normal investors like us. Okay. So this you have to always remember, and please start investing your money as early as possible. Never ever pay the attention to the gamblers, because in case of the stock market, if you are going to open your demat account also, if you will find out any broker who is telling you that, sir or ma'am, you give me your money, I'll invest over here and I'll give a return, please don't trust on them. You have to be very careful with your investment. Okay. Now I'll go for the question answers, because I'm able to see that on the chat we are having lots of questions. So I'll answer to the each and every question.
Okay, ma'am. Mr. Kumar sir have asked, kindly suggest mode through which we can directly invest in SIP or mutual fund.
Sir, you can directly invest. What you have to do, you have to go to the respective website of your particular mutual fund. Suppose you want to invest in the HDFC mutual fund, you have to go to that respective website and directly you can create your login ID and you can invest directly with the help of your online banking. I'll show you that within 2 minutes. Any other question? I'll show you that on the screen so you will be able to understand. Any other question? Okay, now I'm able to share the screen over here. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll share the screen and I'll show you over here. Okay. See, always remember that don't be depend upon your broker or your banker. Now go to the whatever the mutual fund you want to invest, you go over here. On your screen, you can see that I have opened up the website of HDFC Mutual Fund. Here you can see one window called as a investor login. Okay, you have to click on that. I have opened this for you. Okay, here you can directly register. You have to specify your details and you can register it over here. Whenever you want to purchase any particular mutual fund, you can purchase that on your own. I'll search itself the questions and I'll give the answer. Just give me 2 minutes if there are any questions. Yes, from D Mandal, there is a one request to share the PPT. Yes, definitely we are going to share the PPT today on your WhatsApp group.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah.
One more question from Professor Priti Mishra. Is it better time to purchase physical gold or not? Is it
Yeah.
decreasing?
Please remember that don't go for the physical gold as your investment. If that is needed for the purpose of the marriage or for any other purpose, because we are the Indians and our all the festivals or many of the sentiments are related with the gold. But suppose if you want to purchase the gold as an investment, I'll suggest that go in the electronic format. Now, what is the benefit of electronic format of your gold? You have to pay only the brokerage charges, and that is comparatively nominal. If you will go for the physical gold, that gold is not 100% pure. In case of the ornaments, you have to go for the gold coins and gold bars. But even as compared to that, your e-gold is much more convenient to purchase and sell. You have to just pay the brokerage and the tax is also very less. So for the investment, yes, please invest in your gold and silver, but in the electronic format, not in a form of gold coins and bars, not in the form of your ornaments, but in form of your e-gold. Now, where you can purchase your e-gold? For that, you require a demat account. In your demat account, you can easily purchase your e-gold. Now, those who wants in their portfolio gold or silver, 1 gram also you can purchase in e-format. So that will be really better. Ma'am, any other question?
Yeah. One more question from Anupam ma'am. Why one should invest in financial market as there are other options for investment?
Ma'am, there are so many investment options, but in case of your stock market, because this financial market comprises of your banking investment also, mutual fund also, stock market investment also, but I'll discuss about the stock market investment because stock market investment is giving you a huge return. but you have to study first in detail. Never trust on any rumors. And where to study, there are so many good websites which you can refer. You can note down that, that is whether my screen is visible or not, I don't know. I'll show you the websites over here. You are having good websites like Money Control. See, this is the moneycontrol.com. You can go to the moneycontrol.com. Here you will get the entire data related with the particular stock, with related with your mutual fund. All the data related with the companies you can get on your NSE India website, which we have already seen. And those who are interested in investing in the mutual fund, please remember that go to this website, that is AMFI India. All these links we will forward you to your WhatsApp group also. Okay, this is the Association of Mutual Funds in India. You will get all the fact sheets, all the details of the mutual funds operating in India. So please go to this website, check out all the details. If you are new to the concept of this mutual funds, yes, you can study the basics of the mutual funds on this website also. Okay, so this is the AMFI India. This website you have to. Any other question?
Yeah, ma'am. Next question is from Dr. Sindhuja. What is the level of cash in hand to be retained at home for emergency? What is your suggestion?
Ma'am, in the current situation, it depends upon the locality to locality also. I'll say that at least 1 lakh rupees, if possible, you have to retain that, but that is not in form of the hard cash. You can keep that amount in the bank FD also, but up to 1 lakh rupees is in the current situation that is suggested.
Yeah, ma'am. Next question is again from Mr. Kumar, sir. Can we invest through Grow app?
Which app sir has suggested?
Grow, Grow, Grow app.
Sir, actually, I'm not aware regarding this app. So what I'll do, I'll search, and I hope that you're the part of the WhatsApp group. I'll revert you back on the WhatsApp group.
Yeah. Another question is from Hardik Shah, sir. Any idea about index fund?
Yes, sir. The index funds are going to give you comparatively better return because that are the associated with your index. So one can go for the index funds also. And all the performance you can see on this website. The another very good website for the mutual funds, that also I'll show you, and I'll send you this link also. This is the Value Research Online. Okay, on this website also you get all the data related with the mutual fund. So whenever you're going to invest in the mutual fund, please check out all these two websites that are the good websites for the investors. You will get all the information at free of cost. Here also you can see that there is a knowledge center. You can check out all, you can track out all the details here. Any other question?
Yeah, ma'am. This is from Manisha Kiran. Why do capital expenditure increases assets while other cash outflows like paying salary, taxes, etc. do not create any asset? And instead instantly create an expense on the income statement.
Ma'am, can you please repeat this question
Yeah,
because
I'll read it again. Why do capital expenditure increase assets while other cash flows do not create any asset?
yes, ma'am, capital expenditure means we are spending the amount on such type of things which will be with us for so many years. For example, suppose I have purchased today one laptop for my firm. That is a capital expenditure. This laptop I'm going to utilize for these several years, but this laptop is going to generate the revenue for my organization. I'm going to do my professional work on that laptop. So that's why all the capital expenditures we are treating as a asset, but the normal flows, normal expenses, like suppose in my firm, whatever the staff I am having, I'm giving them the salary. that is not creating any assets, but that is also a needed expenses because I require a staff for my firm. Okay, so that salary is not going to create any asset for me. That is just a expenditure. But if I'm purchasing something for the long term, that is my capital expenditure because that thing will be with me for the so many years and that will give me the benefits.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. One more question from Dr. Pandey, sir. How will be the PPF investment instead of bank FD?
So that is also good. If you want to go for the PPF investment, yes. Only in case of the PPF investment, we are having the lock-in period. That's why so many people are not comfortable. But PPF is also the good option for the investment.
Thank you, ma'am. Next question is from Professor Preeti Mishra. As sovereign gold bonds are available, as they said, 2.5% per annum fixed return, and after 8 year current gold price we got, please suggest it's better to invest.
Yes, ma'am, it is better to invest.
One more question, ma'am, from Manoj Kumar, sir. Which is the best option of investment, SIP or PPF?
Sir, I'll say both the options. See, no investment avenue is excellent or bad. It all depends upon the investor. Suppose if you are ready to take the some sort of the risk. Why? Because if you will go for the mutual funds that are exposed to the risk, okay. So wherever the higher is the risk, you will get the higher returns. So I'll suggest that if you are ready to take the risk for the certain amount, means maybe not for the 1,000 rupees per month, but for the 500 rupees of the per month, so you can go for the SIP and PPF. Both are good, but please remember that invest carefully. If you are investing in a mutual fund, please check out all the track record of that particular mutual fund. Never ever invest in a NFO. NFO means the new fund. What the basic mistake the investors are doing, they think that this NAV is of only 10 rupees, so I'll go for the NFO. But please don't go for the NFO. That is not the best option. Always go for the existing mutual funds.
Ma'am, one more question is from KD. Is SIP can give long-term profit?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Next is from Rajiv Chandra Sharma, sir. Can we get transaction right in digital or net banking in case of PPF account?
So I'm not much aware about this PPF account. This transactions is available in the digital format or not. So I have to also check out. So I'll answer this question by asking to the expert of the PPF.
Sure, ma'am. Sure. One more. Next question is from Insha. How to pick stocks and how to invest small amount of money?
Okay. There are the several ways to pick your stock. You can pick your stock on the basis of fundamental analysis. You can pick your stock on the basis of technical analysis. So it depends upon you which method you want to follow, and making the quick profit is also possible in your stock market. Ma'am, can you please repeat the second part of this question? What she asked?
Sure, ma'am. I think how to pick stocks and how to invest small amount of money.
Yeah, and one more thing, a small amount of money in a stock market. Please remember that many of the people are having uh, one misconception also, that to invest in the stock market you require the huge amount of capital. No, on the screen right now I can show you the stock of GAIL. Here I'm just moving the cursor and you can see on your screen the price is 97 rupees. Even there are the stocks which are having the price of 50 rupees, 40 rupees, 1 rupee also. So to invest in a market, if you are 100 rupees, 50 rupees also, you can go for this. Suppose you today you are having 97 rupees and you want to purchase this GAIL stock, you can go for it. So smaller amount, any amount is allowed in the stock market, but I'll advise to each and everyone, please first study regarding the stock market. Don't trade on the basis of tips or anyone's advice. please understand this in detail. If you will understand this, the market is always giving you an opportunity to earn a huge amount of money. So sky is the limit if you're going to learn this in detail.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, one more question. Is NPS a good investment for future benefit?
Yes, sir, it is.
Next is from Manoj, sir. Is insurance related invest retirement plan is good, or we will have to depend on traditional one?
Uh, Better not to depend upon the insurance plan for your retirement. Okay, you go for the traditional one, you go for the mutual fund scheme, you go for the bank FDs, that will be better.
Yeah. Ma'am, one more from Mr. Prashad, sir. He needs your suggestion. My investment value of rupees 10 lakhs in mutual fund reduced to 7.6 lakhs due to COVID-19. How should I recover now?
So maybe you have taken all equity oriented funds. Okay, so just because of that your value has reduced, correct? So whenever, right now, don't exit from that mutual funds. Whatever the mutual funds you are having, you keep that as it is. But if that is the equity oriented mutual fund, that is my suggestion, is that please stop your SIPs. Don't invest further as of now, because as per us, that is my personal view. Okay, personally I feel that even the market is going to see much more downfall. So if you are investing still in the equity mutual fund, please stop your SIPs for the certain time duration. But please remember that that is my personal advice. Okay, any other question?
No, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for clarifying all the doubts of our participants. Ma'am, one more question from
Yeah,
KD.
yeah.
Sir, please suggest a good portfolio management of investment.
So good portfolio management is a simple thing. Just diversify your entire investment. Don't invest your entire amount of money in the particular investment avenue. Suppose you are having 10 lakh rupees. So divide that. Keep some amount of money in the bank FD. Keep some amount of money in your savings bank account also, because you require the amount in case of the emergency. Okay. Invest certain amount in format of gold and silver. Invest some amount of money in the mutual fund. Invest some portion in stock market. So it should be diversified. Never ever keep your entire amount in any particular investment avenue. That is must.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
I now request our principal, ma'am, to please share her insight for today's webinar.
Yeah, but before
Over to
that,
you,
just
ma'am.
give me 2 minutes. I'm
Yeah.
extremely
Yeah.
sorry today. I was facing this. I don't know what kind of technical issue was there, and I was not able to share the entire PPT over here. So I'm really
It's okay,
sorry to all the participants for that.
it's okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am. Principal, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening once again. Thank you very much, Savita ma'am, for your very informative session. I think each one of us has had something to learn from it. We all of us, while at least not interested enough, because people are going through various types of financial crisis, the situation today, and the insights which you have given regarding investment, because that is one aspect of our life which is, we Indians, we are good at saving but very bad at investing. Okay, we either we'll put it, all our savings will employ it, for unproductive things. Also, most of the times we use our savings like for marriages or for certain events that the amount of money that we spend. So saving, but at the same time investing, and investing in the right avenues at the right place is also important. So never to put all your eggs in one basket. That is the thumb rule. And the one which you have mentioned, 50, 30, 20 criteria. I think it's a very good suggestion for each one of us to follow. If we follow that, I think if each one of us invest 20% of our investment, also like your spending, it has become mandatory for us, but investing also should be there. Earlier, I think people were used to save, but they didn't know how to invest. But today, I find that the younger generation, they are more into spending than saving, and that needs to be instilled. Okay, from an early age. If people have this habit of investing, saving and investments, and putting them in the right place. Okay, so awareness And financial discipline is important for each one of us, whether old or young. And during this time, I think this times of COVID, where people even feel liquid cash and how to encash your say investments. जब आपको जरूरत पड़ती है तो इस investment को आप encash, easy encashment of आपका investment कैसे हो सकता है, तो वो भी एक option हमको mind में रखना है कि how जब आपको जरूरत पड़ती है तो आप उसको sell off करके आप उसको अपने लिए use करने के लिए जो क्योंकि easy होना चाहिए, तो वो भी एक पॉइंट हमको फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग में ध्यान रखना चाहिए. सेकंड इज आई थिंक लाइक वी हैव दिस कि नाउअडेज पीपल से कि क्राइसिस फंड्स रखने जरूरी है, लाइक हेल्थ से रिलेटेड जो है और एनी इमरजेंसी फंड्स जो हमको आते हैं, सो सम अमाउंट ऑफ मनी शुड बी देयर इन योर सेविंग्स आल्सो, सेविंग अकाउंट्स आल्सो भी रखना जरूरी है, सो दैट इन टाइम्स, तो ये दैट आल्सो थिंक वी शुड थिंक अबाउट कि हम लॉन्ग टर्म प्लान फाइनेंशियल इन्वेस्टमेंट तो होना चाहिए, शॉर्ट टर्म होना चाहिए, और क्राइसिस के लिए हमको इमरजेंसी फंड्स अवेलेबल कैसे हो सकते. तो दिस थिंग एंड इट इज आई थिंक द फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग ईच एंड एवरी पर्सन, इट इज इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर एवरीवन, उसके बगैर यू कैन नॉट सर्वाइव. एंड अवेयरनेस के साथ करोगे, विद इंफॉर्मेशन के साथ करेंगे, थोड़ा सा स्टडी करके अगर इन्वेस्टमेंट करते हैं तो इट विल बी बेनिफिशियल फॉर वन एंड ऑल. थैंक यू वेरी मच. आई थिंक वी owe our apologies to the participants that we started late, but I hope that madam had given very useful information. So हमारा delay जो था, we are sorry for it, but I think she had more than made up, covered up for it, and I hope that we have more such informative sessions. Thank you very much, the participant,
thank you so much,
the
ma'am,
host,
and the
and
entire
thank
team.
you to Arshad sir, also Arshad Sheikh sir, for taking all the pains for managing the technical part, Farah miss and other staff members too. Thank you all. Over to you, miss.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me this nice opportunity to interact with all.
I request
And thank you so much to the staff, Paramis, Principal Ma'am, and Arshad Sir also. I know that here I'm in front of the each and everyone, but you guys have put up a lots of efforts to make this session successful. So thanks to both of you also, along with the ma'am and those who are working in a back end, seen so many days for this.
Thank you, ma'am. I request Sheetal miss to please offer a vote of thanks, and then we'll wind it up.
Hello, it's my hello. Ma'am, आवाज आ रही है?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's my pleasure to give vote of thanks. Heartily thanks for the interesting session delivered by Professor Savita ma'am. That really eminent speaker. We are also participant got hooked up with the way you shared information regarding saving, investment, pension plan, estate plan, and also insurance. The information which you shared with us is completely useful for us. Thanks everyone for listening it peacefully. On the behalf of A. Kalsekar Degree College staff, management, and our commerce faculties, I would like to extend my vote of thanks towards you and our beloved dynamic principal Raval ma'am, our patrons, all the teaching, non-teaching, and technical staff for such a wonderful, informative session and coordination. Once again, I give my thanks to all the members. Over to Farah ma'am. Farah ma'am. Hello. Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
Yeah,
I think so.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you, miss. Now I request sir to please play the national anthem, and I request all the participants to please stand for the national anthem. Arshad sir. Arshad sir will play the national anthem. Meantime, the participant can fill the feedback form. Thank you. Ma'am, shall we declare the session is over? Principal ma'am?
Yes, Miss, we'll close the session. Thank you, one and all. Have a good day.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, participants and the Savita ma'am.